Hello! Welcome to another episode of our Usapang Pantahanan. And this time, magpapakita kami ng paggawa ng bulaklak na galing sa ibang bansa. No? Pero mga kaibigan, mga Usapang Pantahanan, binabati namin kayo ng isang magandang araw ni Mami Fem. First time na kami ay magkasamang magre-record. Mami Fem, how are you?
Yes, Mami Nardine. Ako, I'm so happy na tayong dalawa ay magkasama, hindi na magkahiwalay sa isang lugar. Kaya naman, this is a very special episode kasi darating na ang Valentine's Day. Yes. Hapon pala yung Valentine's Day. And,
yes.
At syempre, this episode is dedicated. Of course, kahit hindi Valentine's Day, ay magagamit nila ito kasi tuturuan tayo ng isang estudyante, tuturuan tayo how to make paper art. Kumbaga, tawag ng flower art.
Yes, flower
paper.
art.
Kaya naman, papakilala natin ngayon ang ating bisita. And of course, greetings to all our Usapang Pantahanan.
So our fans.
For this year 2025, ay marami kaming naka-line up ng mga exciting episodes kasi meron tayong mga tema sa mga susunod na mga episodes natin. Yan. Okay? Alright. Nako, Mami Narlene, ang ganda ng ating topic. And this is all about a stunning and easy paper flower tulips tutorial. And just like what we mentioned kanina, ito ay ibabahagi sa atin ng isa sa ating mga kausapang pantahanan na si Miss Iya Marie Del Pilar. So, ipapakilala ko ang ating guest for today. Ayan, no? So, si Miss Iya Maria Del Pilar, siya po ay isang third year BA Language and Literature Studies, English Studies student at Far Eastern University, where she merges her love for language, storytelling, and the arts. So as a member of the FEU English Language Circle Creatives and Marketing Committee, she has contributed to the organization's initiatives by designing publication materials for a course refresher series and producing an animation teaser for General Assembly. So she's passionate about the arts, like you, Mami Nardine. And she enjoys painting portraits in watercolor, writing fiction stories, and creating handmade crafts. Through her work, she continues to blend storytelling and visual creativity. Wow! So talagang pagdating sa arts, ang ating bisita talagang very, very creative. And yung nakikita niyong mga flowers dyan sa tabi, yan, di ba? Yung mga yan po yung gagawin niya for our episode. So, perfect, not just for Valentine's Day, but for all occasions.
Lalo na sa tulad nating mga guro, magandang matutunan natin ito para maidagdag sa pagpapaganda ng every program dahil alam naman ninyo, mahilig tayo, di ba, Mami Fem, ng maggawa ng mga kung ano para papagandang stage, paganda yung centerpiece ng ating, marami talagang makakapakinabang po nito.
Yeah, I also agree with you, Mami, kasi uso na ngayon talaga yung mga flowers, paper flower. Ayan. Sige, let's watch and enjoy!
Hi everyone, it's Iya, and today we are making something very cute, very demure, and totally gift-worthy crepe paper flowers. We will be making some tulips. These are perfect for Valentine's Day, birthdays, anniversaries, Mother's Day, or just to surprise someone with a little handmade love. And the best part is, these are super easy to make and they last forever. So let's get crafting! We're starting off with pink craft paper. get a ruler and measure 10 centimeters. Make sure to measure along the grain. I'm cutting a long strip because I'm making a lot of tulips today, but you can cut a smaller strip if you're only making one. After that, stretch it out slightly, about 30% longer than the original length. Each petal will be 3.5 by 10 centimeters in size. I will then fold the paper 6 times so I can cut multiple petals at once. Cut a half circle shape along one edge. This will be the top of the petal. Then, separate the petals by cutting along the folds. You will need 6 petals for one tulip. On the other end of each petal, measure about 2 centimeters and gather the paper as if you're making ruffles. Then, twist it once and glue it down to the inner part of the petal. This will create a nice rounded shape at the base. For the top part, twist the edges together. And with the help of your thumbnail, create a curved shape like this. Roll the edges inward to add more shape to the petal. Then, gently stretch along the length. Be careful not to overstretch. Go slowly and check the shape from all angles. The goal is to keep a smooth, rounded appearance similar to a real tulip. Tulips are the most popular flowers nowadays. It took a lot of trial and error for me to perfect them, and I needed a lot of practice shaping the petals. Don't worry if your petals don't look exactly like mine. Just enjoy the process and trust it. I'll speed up the clips here so you can watch me shape the rest of the petals. I'm just repeating the same steps so you can follow along exactly. To make the tulip look more realistic, we'll add a gradient effect using a darker shade of pink powder. I'm just using a blush powder and a soft brush to apply the color. Start applying color from the base of the petal, where it naturally looks darker on real tulips. Use soft circular motions to blend the color upwards. Keep it subtle for a natural look. For the leaves, grab your green craft paper and cut a piece about 12 to 15 centimeters long. I like adding 2 leaves per tulip, but you can also use just one to add variety. Gently shape the leaves to give them more dimension. You can use your fingers or a stick. Next, get your floral wire and make a small loop using pliers. This helps the glue hold better. Grab some tissue paper, crumple them into a small ball, add glue, and stick the wire in. You may need to hold it in place until the glue dries completely. The next step is optional, but you can also use more tissue paper to thicken the stem. Just wrap it around the floral wire with some white glue. Before adding the petals, wrap the stem with green floral tape. Floral tape sticks to itself as long as you stretch and warm it up with your fingers while wrapping down the stem. To assemble the flower, glue the petals in 2 layers of 3 petals each. Make sure to let the glue cool down before adding the next petal. Try to place the petals evenly around the tissue ball. For the second layer, position the petals so they cover the seams or cap from the previous layer. As always, hold each petal in place until the glue dries before moving on to the next one. Take your time to get the exact shape you want. Now, wrap the stem with another layer of floral tape. And this time, add the leaves somewhere along the stem. For an extra touch of charm, tie a ribbon around the stem of the flower to give it a delicate and elegant finish. Now this makes your tulip perfect for gifting or decorating.
Thank you, Miss Ia Marie Del Pilar. Bagay ang sinabi ni Mami Fem kanina, Maria. Ang English mo ng Maria is Marie.
Huh?
Ganun lang yun. Okay. Maraming salamat sa iyo binahaging paggawa ng paper tulip na yun. Sana marami ang maaring balik-balikan ninyo ang aming episode para maituro din po ninyo sa mga estudyante ninyo. Para imbis na ano ng cellphone, paggawin nyo ng maraming bulaklak.
Yan. O siya nga pala, Miss Iya, thank you sa iyong napakagandang tutorial.
Yes.
Yan. So, Mami Narlene, ano ba, pag-usapan natin, karagdagang kaalaman din to di ba? Itong ating mga flower artwork, saan ba nagsimula? Ano bang history behind that?
Okay. The art and history of paper flowers. The art of paper flower making is thought to have started in China. Soon after it was invented, where they made them to float on water as religious offerings. So, napapansin mo, Mami Fem, minsan, kahit ngayon, pag may celebration ang mga Chinese, talagang nagpapa-float sila ng mga flowers. Ang iba naman, real flowers na. Ang iba naman, yan, mga paper flowers na hindi naman agad-agad nababasa. And then, this paper and things made from paper, including paper flowers, traveled and were traded along the Silk Road from China and eventually arrived in Europe in the 11th century.
Yeah.
Oo. Noon, nag-umpisa yan sa mga paper flowers, pero nitong lately, tulad natin sa Pilipinas, gumagamit na rin tayo ng mga materials na tulad ng abaka natin. Nakakagawa tayo ng mga bulaklak through abaka. So itong mga learnings naman ito ay syempre nanggaling din sa mga katabing bansa natin.
Yes.
Na ngayon ay ginagawa natin ng iba't iba namang materials. Ika nga. Okay.
So it's really nice to know, Mami Narly, na talagang itong mga natutunan nating mga art of paper flower ay may pinagmulan. Yung
Yes.
sa bansang China pala
Oo.
ito.
Imagine ha. Ang Chinese pala magagaling mas sa mga ganyan.
Yes. At dagdagan ko yung kwento na yan. No? Alam niyo ba, during the Renaissance period, ibig sabihin yan, ito yung dekadang, the time period of 1550 hanggang 1800s, hindi pa tayo pinapanganak.
Yes.
yan,
Oo.
ay meron daw talagang great interesado ang mga tao sa plants and science. Nung panahon na yan, na 18th century, yung science po ng botany, yung pag-aaral ng mga plants, was considered one of the few sciences appropriate para sa mga edukadong kababaihan. Kaya naman, sa England, baga kanina sa China,
Yes. Oo.
tapos yung art of making flower, art of making paper flowers na nagmula sa China, ito ay inadapt,
Yes.
no, na sa England, kumbaga, sa kagaling,
Yeah, oo.
yun sa Europa.
Sa
no?
London.
At si Mary Delany, ayan, isa sa mga, kumbaga, mga kababaihan, became renowned for creating incredible paper mosaic of flowers cut from
Yes.
colored paper. So,
Yes.
tandaan natin yung pangalan na yan. Siya sa England ang nagpasimuno,
Yeah. Oo.
nag-umpisa, no, nitong art of flowers from colored paper.
Oo.
Yan.
Oo. At Mami Fe, madagdagan kita, totoo po yan kasi naaalala ko nung elementary ako, Mami Fe. Gumagawa na kami ng mga paper flowers made of colored paper. At yung iba naman, made of Japanese paper. Diba?
Yes.
Oo.
Alam mo, yung recent trip ko sa Ireland,
Well, syempre, oo. Alam niyo naman, mga kami, mga travelers kami ni Mami Fe.
tinuro din sa amin, out of, sa lahat ng mga art crafts, flower,
Yes.
out of colored paper.
Yes. Oo.
Medyo hindi nga lang maganda yung pagkagawa ko lang. Pero I'm proud of my...
Practice makes it
I'm proud of
not
my...
perfect but good.
Kinakatuwa din na dun sa bansang Ireland, which is also part of Europe, diba?
Mm-mm.
Ayun din yung inaano nilang art,
Mm-mm.
pinopromote. Flower making.
Yes.
Made
Oo.
of
Pwede na nga Mami Fe, cartolina na flower na made of cartolina. Pero ang tagal ng buhay nun pag cartolina ang ginagawa.
Ayun.
Yes.
Sige nga, tingnan natin ano pa yung mga tricks para tumagal ang ating mga paper flower.
Okay. In Victorian England, paper flower making became very popular as a pastime for women to keep themselves busy and to decorate their homes. The flowers were replicated from real-life specimens and often dipped or painted with wax to make them longer.
Yun pala yun.
Yeah. So pag nagawa na si bulaklak, pwede mo siyang idip. Sa atin nga, pwede yung idip sa yung pambarnis. Oo, babarnis mo. O kaya isprehan mo siya.
Ayun.
O, para, kasi minsan pag barnis, kasi minsan malululo yung flowers but because it's made of paper. So maganda yung parang ini-spray mo lang. Yung plain white mo, pwede mo lagyan siya ng kulay blue or kulay pink. Yes.
Pala yun. Para hindi agad natatapon.
Yes.
At pwede pang pakinabangan siya.
Kung matagal. Kasi pag may spray na gano'n, o kaya yung mga pakintab siya, brush mo lang para matanggal yung alikabok.
Sarap pag-usapan yan, yung sustainability yan.
Yes.
Unang-una, syempre, yung mga paper na hindi nagagamit.
Oo, yung mga tinatapon ng papel.
Pwede na pala.
Pwede na, recycling.
Recycling.
At na rin yan, nag-evolve na rin yan. Pwede na rin yung mga retaso. Pwede mong gawing bulaklak.
Oo, susunod retaso naman.
Yes.
Okay, dagdagan ko uli ang kwento ni Mami Narly, no? Ngayon, after the World Wars in 1950s, pinanganak ka na ba nun?
Ay, hindi pa.
There was a resurgence in homemaking and crafts. Kumbaga, pagkatapos ng gera, na-relax-relax na yung ating mga, kung sino man po yung apektado ng gera, time na yan. I think it's my father.
Yeah, our parents. So our
Our
Lord.
parents. Sabi nga nitong gumawa ng article na to, I was given a lovely book by Clara Kebel, published in 1951, with instructions on how to make paper flowers. So yung amin pong binabahagi sa inyo ni Ma'am Narlene, ay kwento po ito ng isang kababaihan na kung saan ay kwento niya yung history ng paper flower. Siya daw po ay binigyan ni Clara Kebel. O ayan o mami, itong picture na to ng book ay na-picturean pa niya. Ayan. Kumbaga doon nagsimula yung a formal instructional book about paper flowers. Tandaan mo yung pangalan na yun, si Clara
Kebel.
Siya ang nag-publish niyan. At binigyan siya, ito nagkikwento na, binigyan siya ng libro na yan.
O yung nasa larawan mo nga, mami, may balik mo lang konti yung larawan mo. Kaya alam mo ba yung mga larawan yan, yung mga bulaklak na yan? Nagagamit yan ng background ng ating bulletin board. At dahil dyan, ang mga bata nalilibang. Basta itinuturo ng teacher kung paano paggawa and allow them to make different colors of flowers. And then you'll see, excited sila idikit yan sa tabi ng kanilang bulletin board. Diba? At syempre ako, kung ako estudyante, naku, very proud ako kasi ang ginawa ko, naka-display sa. Kaya mga teachers, ano nyo sa mga bata, lalo na yung batang noisy. Instead sasabihin nyo, write 100 times, okay, you make paper flower. Maganda yan, maganda motivation sa bata yan.
Actually, kinuha ko yun sa Pinterest.
Di ba?
Tuntua ako dyan, kaya ko yan pinost dyan. Dahil there are different kinds of course, making paper flowers. And I think yung ginawa kanina ni Miss Iya, yung tulips, cute siya para siyang, pwede siyang bouquet para sa nanay. Ay, sa Mother's Day.
Sa totoo lang, pwede sana sa mga wedding, ganun na lang para hindi na yung bulaklak. Kasi mahal-mahal ang bulaklak.
Kaya lang, ang bulaklak kasi pag fresh.
Siyempre, ibang dating.
Ibang dating mo pag fresh, diba? Ito siguro, pagka may mga school activities, paggawan mo yung mga estudyante mo ng marami ang gagawa.
Maraming kamay.
Maraming kamay. At graded pa. To be inspired. Diba? Yan. O sige, mami.
Okay. Today, there is a resurgence in the art of paper flower making. Paper flowers are a beautiful alternative to real flowers. So, sabi ko kanina, no? And a more eco-friendly alternative to fabric flowers, providing they are made from recycled or renewable sources. Oo nga naman, kasi minsan marami tayong mga scraps na tinatapon lang. Kahit yung papel sa bahay, ang dami-daming papel. O gawin mo bulaklak, kahit yung mga used bond papers. And then, kulayan ng mga bata ng watercolor, kaya yung pinunaw na crayons, na merong brush, diba? So, kumbaga malilesen ang waste natin. Although, later on, magiging waste din naman sila, pero na-enjoy mo muna bago sila na-itakyan.
But there's ways on how to preserve those, Parang ako kasi hindi ako pala tapon ng mga, may ginamit sa isang activity.
Ay, me too.
I-keep ko siya.
Tawag sa atin ng hoarders.
Yun lang. Minsan naiinisabi yun. Yun lang, in terms of sustainability, pinag-usapan natin, matagal na. This is one way on how to be earth-friendly. Kasi tingnan mo, isang bond paper, galing yun sa bark ng trees. Diba? So, every time you use, pag nagtatapon tayo ng mga papel na hindi naman natin nagamit, at lagi tayong papel ng papel, kumbaga yung may kaugnayan yan to sa natin, sa environment. na kung saan lagi tayo nagtatapyas
Oo.
ng puno.
Yes, correct.
Diba? Minsan lang tayo magtanim ng puno.
Oo.
Ilang years
Oo,
bago
bago maging
yan,
tapos,
diba?
patuloy pa, di ba?
Oo. Kaya yan yung one way to be sustained, to love our earth.
At kailangan lang talaga natin maging creative, Mami Fem.
Yes, huwag na yung tapo ng tao. And kaya nga tayo paperless, di ba?
Yes,
Ako sa school, pag nagpapasubmit ako ng requirement, hindi ko na piniprint. Okay, ano na tayo online.
Submit. Yeah, correct.
Submit online. Ayun. Thank you so much talaga kay Miss Iya muli. Doon sa kanyang tutorial. Talagang natuto tayo. And I hope that lahat tayo ay emulate yung tutorial na ginawa niya. So, Mami.
Oo. So, since tapos na rin ang Valentine's, di ba? Magagamit niyo pa rin yan, mga teachers, mga kasama namin sa Usapang Pantahanan. Pwede rin siya kasing maging bouquet for birthdays, for passing the board exam, for anything na gusto natin maging masaya ang ating mga mahal sa buhay. Una natin, minsan kasi una tayo mag-isip ng dapat yung tutong bulaklak. Alam naman ninyo kung gaano ka-expensive. At sabi ko nga, Mami Fem, ang practical ng babae ngayon wag nang bulaklak ibigay sa akin, isang sakong bigas na lang. Kasi magkano bulaklak, di ba? Pagkatapos nalalanta. Pero ito, kung itong gagawin natin, itong paper flower, matagal ang buhay yan.
Actually, this episode is also for our home economics teachers. Pwede nilang i-play ito during their lessons, supplementary lessons.
Sa arts and crafts.
Sa arts and crafts. Parang, di ba? Ganun naman ang Usapang Pantahanan.
Yes,
supportive of home economics teachers because this channel is created to promote the home economics discipline.
Yes. Alam naman kami mga home ekananay.
Yan. Thank you, Liz. Sana magkaroon pa rin tayo ng episode na pareho tayo nandito na hindi tayo hiwalay.
Thank you, Papa Wins, na ito magkasama kami ngayong gabi.
Diba? Napakaganda na. This is also a tribute to your late husband, kay Daddy Wins.
Yes, no? Napaka-supportive na sa aming Usapang Pantahanan ni Mami Fem.
Because this flower symbolizes, of course, our love as I related to me. And of course, hello to all our Patesco members.
Yes, hi to all our viewers all over the world na po kami. Kasi mga HE teachers po namin nasa iba't ibang bansa.
Yun. Okay, so hanggang sa muli, mga kausapang pantahanan. Nagpapaalam po pansamantala. Ako po si Mami Fem.
Ako naman po si Mami Narlene. And please, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Usapang Pantahanan. And if it is not asking too much, please include Lalin's project na ang ginagawa ko naman po doon ay mga tips in dressmaking. Maraming salamat po sa walang sawang panonood sa amin ni Mami Fem.
Okay.
Mami Narlene
and Mami Fem dito lamang sa
Usapang Pantahanan.
Bye.
God bless you.
See you next week.